Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I am your host, Juan, and this is my RP Life. I created this platform where the blind and visually impaired community can come together and share their stories about what they go through. You can follow me on Twitter, follow me on Facebook, and subscribe to me on YouTube. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I am your host, Juan. And this is my RP Life podcast. What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to my RP Life. I hope you're all doing well wherever you may be. And if you're new here listening to me on your favorite podcast, please give me a follow. I deeply appreciate that love and support. And if you're listening to me on YouTube, please like, share, and subscribe. The usual stuff that people do on YouTube. Because to support me is free. I don't charge. And in today's podcast, we're going to talk about a blind man's reflection on his life before he went blind. So this is episode 1. So as I sit here in my room/office, I reflect on my life a lot, especially late at night when everything's quiet, and it gives me time to think about what I've been through in my life, where I'm at today, what I've been through in the past, and things like that. Excuse me. And things like that. So as a child, I've been through a lot. You know, I was molested as a child. I've seen my mother get beat by my father when I was probably about 5 or 6, probably even 7. Not even, I want to say around 5, because he was out the picture by then. Once I became probably 6 years old. So, but a lot of great things has also happened as a child of 8, 9 years old, such as me being in a movie called Last Exit to Brooklyn. If you ever want to check that out, you'll see me and my cousin Tanya there. It's only 3 seconds long, that part of me being in the movie, Last Exit to Brooklyn, that came out, I want to say 1980 something, maybe 89, somewhere around there. Probably not even, probably way back, probably 80, I want to say 84, maybe. But anyways, go check it out. It's on YouTube too, if you want to check that out. Last Exit to Brooklyn. You'll see me and my cousin Tanya. We throw marbles, we smile, and then they cut off to another part of the movie, which they paid me for 2 parts of that movie, and my cousin for 2 parts of that movie, and they only put in 1 part of that movie of me and my cousin Tanya. Shout out to Tanya. Wherever you at, girl, God bless you and the family. But I lived a pretty hectic life. I was in a crew called GMP. Shout out to Vio. Shout out to the old members of GMP. We weren't a gang, we were a graffiti crew. We did have issues with gang members thinking that we were a gang because we were very deep. You know, we had a few people in our crew, girls and boys. If I can remember, let's see, this is a very long time ago. This is back in like 90, 91, 92. Growing up as a teenager in Red Hook and going to John Jay High School. Let me see the members. They're probably gonna be like, yo, you forgot about me. Let me see. So it was me, Vio, Given. Man, there were just so many of us. Me, Vio, Given. Shoot. Alex, that's my cousin. Who else? But anyways, if we're gonna be here too long for me to tell you all the names of these members of this graffiti crew. So So we used to go around Red Hook and other neighborhoods, dropping our tags and stuff like that. We used to just wild out when we was younger, go on the trains, do graffiti and stuff like that. You know, we're all old now. If any of y'all got insulted by me saying we're all old now, but we up there in our age. You know, I'm already 48 years old. And we done a lot of crazy stuff. Well, I done a lot of crazy stuff in that crew. Also going out tagging and stuff like that. My old tag name used to be Fed. Back in them days. So I started really getting into graffiti like in the 90s. Early 90s. And stuff like that. Shout out to my boy Eric NG. I think he's out in Florida. He was helping me also like to finesse my graffiti skills. And also Vio. I used to be like, back in high school, I used to be like, yo, how this look? Yeah. I think I used to tell that to NG when I used to see him in the hallways waiting for the bell to ring. I used to be like, yo, NG, how does E look? Yeah, I used to write up Fed, and then the D used to look like an axe. Yeah. And no, that doesn't mean I worked for the federales, just in case you guys want to start, you know, some stuff in the comments. Oh, were you a snitch? You were this and that? No, I got the word Fed because back in the 90s, early 90s, it used to be called Federal Express, the FedEx trucks. And then they switched over to FedEx. So one of my boys, my best friend back in the days too, shout out to Gino. I don't know where he's at. But him and I were walking one day, coming from the stadium over here in Red Hook, and I remember the Federal Express used to be like a brown truck, just like the UPS trucks, and it used to say Federal Express going across it. And then one day him and I seen the new trucks, and it was called FedEx. So I was like, that's my new tag right there. He was like, what? He was like, FedEx? I was like, no, man. I said, the EX is for the chicks. I'm talking about the X. I mean, the Fed part. He was like, oh, okay, I got it. That's cool. So I started tagging up fed for like mad years and stuff. I want to say I stopped tagging up like maybe a little bit, maybe like 2 years after high school and stuff like that. But the reason why I went to John Jay High School back in 91, I think it was, my freshman year, might have been 90. Was because I wanted to become a lawyer, a criminal justice lawyer, living in Red Hook, seeing all this stuff going on and things like that. I wanted to become a criminal justice lawyer. And then from there, if not, then I wanted to become a police officer and work like eventually undercover and stuff like that. But that didn't work out that way because I ended up doing some stuff that I wasn't supposed to do as a teenager, such as selling marijuana at that time and also doing counterfeit $100 bills, which I paid for that. I got locked up for that back when I was like 18, 17 years old and stuff. And so after all of that stuff, I ended up dropping out of high school in the 10th grade because I was making more money selling weed and counterfeiting $100 bills at that time. And going back to the graffiti crew, we used to have a lot of beef, like I said before, with other crews, other gangs, because such as Latin Kings thought we were throwing up their crown, which we wasn't. It was totally different. And they wanted us to drop that. So then I'm like, we had a meeting with, the head members of GMP. From what I remember. Correct me if I'm wrong, if any of my boys hear this, whether it be on YouTube. And if you're not subscribed, subscribe to me, all right? But yeah, so we had beef with Latin Kings, and there was some Kings in John Jay and stuff like that. And we sat down and we talked about it and stuff, and we said, well, let's stop throwing up hand stuff because we're not gang, we're a graffiti crew. Why can't we just do a regular handshake, like what up, give a pound and stuff like that. But I had spoke to, I don't remember their names because this was a long time ago. I know it used to be two twins. There were twins, two dudes. They were twins, Spanish, Puerto Rican guys. And they used to go to John Jay at one point. And I spoke to them because I guess the other members didn't want to like approach them like that, but I guess I was real ballsy like that at that time. So I approached them and I told them, I said, look, we ain't no gang, we're a graffiti crew. So they were like, yeah, but y'all gotta stop throwing up signs, like the handshake. I was like, why? They were like, because the way y'all throwing it up is like, y'all look like y'all doing our handshake, when it comes to Kings. And I was like, no, I explained it to them and I showed them and stuff like that, how we do it and stuff. I said, well, we've been talking about it and we're going to drop it anyway, but we'll probably do it a little different, if anything. So one of the Kings of the twins was like, yo, like, why you don't join us or have them join us, And I said, most of them don't want to do that, So then they were asking me because I was the one that approached them, instead of me being all scared or the rest of them being all scared, because those are Kings and we respect other Latinos, We respect everybody, but, when it comes to the
Green off.
when it comes to the Latino gangs, we respect them even more. You know what I mean? So, because one, we're not no gang like that. Even though we were pretty deep, we were about probably like 30, I want to say, or close to 30 in John Jay. And plus, I knew the whole school anyway, so I had my own props as it is. So, getting back to them two, I wish I knew their names. I don't remember. It was a long time ago. But, so they wanted me to join the Kings because they saw that I had, like, you know, heart to just approach them like that, you know? So I was like, nah, man, you know, I'm not ready for that yet. And stuff like that. Because to become a king, you got to do a lot of things, like remember, like, I guess their rules and stuff like that. And, you know, but respect to the kings and stuff like that. But yeah, it was just a thing that they wanted us to stop, you know. So I explained that whole situation to them and things like that.
I've got an itch I can't scratch, I'm missing a piece that completes a whole part of me, an open wound scar to see. Everybody come here, gather round, welcome to the freak show, the best in town. What the hell's wrong with me? I don't get along with anybody, honestly. I've been living in my own head constantly, thoughts jumbled round, think I need a new lobotomy. Wait, all these thoughts are too negative, I don't wanna get lost in the sedative. Gotta show them what I got, I'm competitive. You know I'm about to go off, I won't let them win, I'll take a stab. I wanna chase a bag, I wanna weigh, I can change all the things I lack. I gotta face the facts, I got a taste in that. Got me obsessed with the rest, I got an itch to scratch. Lonely now, I'll give up everything. Daunting though, if I could see my dreams, I'll make things right. 'Cause I'll do anything to make what I wanna reality. Don't let go, don't let go. I'll make things right. 'Cause I'll do anything to make what I wanna reality.
I just wanna find a way out, sick of the venom in my brain. Running from the past, wanna escape my pain. I just wanna be a better person, I deserve this. I just wanna break these chains. Always asking for greatness, true to myself, I never fake it. Seen too many once that I so they get famous. And when I say the truth, most really can't take it. In spite of everything I've been through, I'ma make it. Fake friends, but on my downfall is toxic. Day one, started to outlaws for profit. Now all I do is write verses, no talking. All I do is put the work in, no option. This was everything I ever wanted. Created a legacy off of me, just being honest. And the fake ones hate, but it's all to no avail. They wanna see me lose, but you know I never fail.